Hello, world. Man. As I promised from the other day, I said that I will get Coach Dunhaus in here, and he is on the way. So you got to say Tay Jones keeps his word. You got to say, damn, Tay done did it again. You got to say, man, the man keep his word. The man ain't lied to you. I ain't never going to lie to you. So he should be showing on, coming on in a few minutes. I actually spoke with him earlier. Not only did I speak with him earlier, I also spoke to Caleb Plant as well. So I'm liking what I'm hearing from over there, and it's gonna be nice, man. Gonna be nice. I can't wait to see that fight. Can't wait to see that fight. Uh, well, they want to link. People want to link and stuff like that. Yes, indeed, man. Let's get the show on the road, man. Let me see who all checking in real quick. Most definitely, let me see who checking in, man. We got Anwar Willis checking in. Drew Titan in the building. Let's go. Yes, indeed. Black Attack, Sweet Tea. Man, it was definitely good to meet you the other day. I'm so happy that you spoke. I'm so happy that you spoke. Got Stormy B, man, in the building. What's up with it? New York, New York Forever 7-7. Yes. So yeah, that's him texting me now. You see what I'm saying? New York Forever. I mean forever. 77777 Lucky 7. Yes, indeed, man. Mosley in the building. Hot Step Shalom in the building. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Tania Marie in the building. Yes, indeed. Uh-huh. Yeah, man. Marcus Hayes in the building. Most definitely. What's going on with it? Anthony Jones. Hey, what up, though, Tay? Man, just chilling, man. You know it. Yes, indeed, man. Jay Grant in the building. Most definitely. Man, you already know how we rocking, man. You know how we doing. Um, yeah, I got the text. I got that text message. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna shoot that to you in a few. I'm gonna shoot that to you in a few. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna rock out, man. We're gonna rock out, man. I'm just getting home from the gym. Had to go put some work in, feeling better, things of that nature. So yeah, man, you know how we doing, man. Like I said before, man, we got Caleb Plant coming up. Got Caleb Plant, Canelo coming up. I've watched part one of Willie Beecham in the building, Voice TV in the building. I've watched uh, um, the All Access so far. You know, for the ones who don't know Caleb, like I said before, that's definitely how he grew up. You know what I'm saying? Small town area kid. You know what I'm saying? And the most devastating thing happened to him about, his daughter. And the crazy part about it, I will always send him inspiring and encouraging messages during that time, because like I said before, Caleb was like actually the first fighter to ever say, yo, you can be something, you know what I'm saying? And this was a while back, when we was in the amateurs. We both was in the amateurs in Tennessee. And this was a while back, you know what I'm saying? And of course, obviously he remembered. And the crazy part about it, Caleb said, man, after the fight, he gonna be in here. So we're gonna have Caleb planning here after the fight, you know what I'm saying? So that's a plus. And it was crazy because like I said before, I was like, yeah, I said, bro, I got my channel, so I'll be talking about you when we spoke earlier. He was like, yeah, most definitely. He said, you and I both, bro, we came a long ways, bro, and like keep doing your thing. So I'm guessing, he's seen my last fight or whatever. And um, it was just good to hear from him. He knew exactly what it was. Like I say, we talk all, well, I don't say we talk all the time, but every time we see each other, what's up, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Holler at each other and shit like that. So it's always been a good deed, good spirits between me and Caleb. Like always, you know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be, like I said before, he was one of the very, very first fighters, you know what I'm saying, to even give me a look, you know what I'm saying, in the amateurs, you know what I'm saying? And I'm forever grateful for that. You feel me? Uh, Hello, world. Deshaun Thompson in the building. Yes, indeed. Focus ball healer, the mind body coach in the building. Yes, indeed. Geo James Khalil 98. What's going on with it? Man, let me see what Coach House got going on, man. I know he said okay. So I guess he's trying to get in. I guess he's trying to get in here. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as he get in, we get the rocking, cooking a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just talk about some things. That's all we want to do. We just want to talk about some things. You feel me? Just like I say, I talked to him earlier. Um, spoke about camp, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And man, I'm just happy that Coach is a great dude. Like I said, I learned a lot from him in the time that I was with him in camp. For us with Deontay, I learned a lot. Different things that he was able to teach me in just that little time. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I did, I got so much footage that I haven't even uploaded to YouTube or anything of that nature. And I probably won't upload everything because everything is, some stuff is in house. You know what I'm saying? Joseph Townsend in the chat, what's going on with it? Hello, world. Phil J508, what it do, bro? Isaiah Felix, what it do? Deshaun Thompson say salute, Tay, and hello, world. Tay Jones, bro, listen, Sportsbook open up Monday in Maryland for me, so I'm gonna need the picks next weekend. Man, let's get it. Let's get it. I'm actually thinking about doing I'm actually thinking about opening up a little members only thing type of joint. You know what I'm saying? A little members only type of joint. Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm looking at one NBA. I'm looking at two NBA plays at 10 o'clock. I'm looking at two NBA plays at 10 o'clock right now that I might take. Because I'm up right now. Let me see. Let me see what I look like real quick. I'm trying to get my Action Network to pop up. Yeah, man. We got the man in the building, the man of the hours in the building, man.
Here you are.
What's up, Cole?
What's up, man? All good?
Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Good. That picture good? I got a mic. I got my headset on, and
Yeah, you good.
okay, because everything died on me.
You've been in that gym all day.
I know, right?
Shit, I just got out of
Yeah.
the gym myself, man. I had to go get it in today.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, brother. This is what we do. This is how we eat.
Oh, yes, indeed.
This is how we eat.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
indeed, man. For sure, man. Like I said, I know I talked to you earlier, things of that nature, man. And 'cause I'm glad I get a chance to have you on, man. Because of course, some of the crowd and fans want to know your thoughts and things of that nature, and they want to know how camp going for you right now with Caleb Plant.
man. Listen, well, you know Caleb from the amateur days.
Yep.
This guy is hard will, hard mind, determined. I don't even think Caleb even cares about the fame and fortune. He just loves to fight,
Right.
right? This kid is probably one of the slickest fighters out there today. I mean, this kid is fast, he's powerful, he's slick as grease. And we already know with Canelo, Canelo ain't used to a slick fighter. Canelo used to them guys that stand in front of him.
Right.
You know, everybody that gave him a little movement gave him some problems.
Right.
Caleb can move and punch for 40 rounds. Man,
Yeah.
he's a bad dude, boy. And
Yeah.
a lot of people don't know him. A lot of people don't know him in the game. Well, trust
Right.
me, this boy can fight.
I know he can fight. Like I say, I actually got a chance to see him in the amateurs way before everybody started knowing who he was. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And I'm like, for a white boy, he fight like a black boy.
Listen, everything around Caleb is black. His wife's black. All his best friends are black. I said, Caleb, are you white? He's a house. He said, I have an advantage by being white. A lot of people, they look at my skin and go, he can't fight. They get surprised. Right.
Right.
I said, well, the cat's gonna be out of the bag after this fight.
Yeah.
So, but at the end of the day, he's still the super middleweight IBF champion. It's like,
Yeah.
people wake up. This guy's
Right.
still champion.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah.
And I know a lot of people think, I know Canelo is the guy. He's supposed to
He
be
is.
the,
Hey,
you
Canelo
know,
is the guy. I'm not taking none from Canelo. Hey, listen, he's sharp.
right.
But I know what problems Canelo has if a slick fighter get in front of him. I had a fighter, and you might remember this fighter. Remember Zahir Rahim
Yeah.
when he fought Eric Morales? And
He's down here right now.
I heard that. I wasn't sure because you get all the rumors. So he's
Yeah,
not here.
he down here. He down here in Atlanta. I told him
Oh,
you
you said
remember.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah, I
he's in
told him to say the
Atlanta.
same. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I thought it said he's not with us anymore. I'm like, what happened?
No. He's down here in Atlanta with us.
Man, listen. Zahir Rahim was a bad dude, but Zahir Rahim just didn't have that drive to want to be the best. But he could
Right.
fight. Now,
Right.
when we fought Eric Morales, he showed up that night. And just like now, all the tons of interviews, what do you think? I said, let me tell you something, Eric Morales. I said, Eric Morales cannot box. He said, what do you mean he can't box? He's the best pound for pound, blah, blah, blah. I said, I didn't say he couldn't fight. I said he couldn't box.
Right.
See? That's the difference.
Ah.
And Zahir Rahim boxed the crap out of him. Now, if you
Right.
stand in front of Eric Morales, he'll beat the shit out of you. Same way with Canelo.
Right.
You stand in front of Canelo, he gonna do his job.
Right.
Man, but Caleb is slicker than grease, boy. I mean, this boy, I seen him do things that, white people don't take this the wrong way. Y'all don't supposed to do. I'm sorry. This guy
Right.
doing some things like, damn, brother, look at you.
Right.
He's sharp, man.
Yeah, he is sharp,
This
man.
guy's sharp, man.
Very, very sharp, man. What you think about well, I know Caleb is a true 168 pounder.
A for real 68 pounder. Coming down from
Yeah.
200. Canelo has worked his way up to 168. To me, honestly, I think Canelo just a lazy 154 pounder.
Right.
Maybe he's bored of that weight division. I don't know. He did some 60, went up to 68. Man, that's a big difference. Caleb come down from 200.
Easy.
Yeah, he come down from 200. He's a real super middleweight. A real
Right.
one. Solid.
Right. Yeah, he is solid. Very solid.
Matter of fact, I think Andre Ward came in the gym the other day, and they stood side by side. I'm like, damn, Caleb is massive over Andre.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
By the way, how's those two working along with each other?
Andre is a cool dude anyway. He was one of the pound for pound best guys at the time too. So, and Caleb always reaching out, especially for guys like that. Say, hey, what's a point or two? Give me a point. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean,
Right.
if you're gonna get some information from Andre, you go right ahead. So that worked out pretty good. I mean, they back and forth on the phone. Andre I think he might try to. Well, I think he might commentate. I'm not sure. This is Showtime, so I'm not sure. But I think he's gonna try to pop back in before the dust settles. So I think he'll be back.
Right.
So,
I always think it's good to get that knowledge, especially the championship pedigree with some of the Olympic background. I think it'll bode well. He can, of course, he's been in there. You know what I'm saying, and he
right in the dirt with all of them.
Right.
Yeah, he knows.
I think that'll be very, very good, man.
Yep, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how is Caleb just looking though? Like, what I'm saying, for his conditioning and who is his strength conditioning coach? It's still Coach Larry Wade?
Larry Wade, yeah, Larry Wade. Larry's decent, man.
Yeah.
Larry do a lot of stuff. See, I used to do a lot of stuff by myself as a coach, right? So because to me, strength and conditioning, every guy put a towel on his shoulder. Oh, I'm a strength and conditioning guy. That don't mean crap because boxing is a lot different than basketball, football, tennis. Boxing is different. That's why a lot of them guys come over to train boxing for their sport.
Right.
And you get a lot of, quote, strength and conditioning. But Larry Wade is one of the real deal guys. He understands what a fighter needs versus what a basketball player needs. See, we don't get substitutions, baby.
Right.
Don't nobody sub off us. We don't get that.
Nope.
We get maybe, you don't even have a full minute. When that bell ring and you go back to your corner, it's not a full minute. You got to get over to the corner. You got to sit down. You might have 40 seconds of rest.
Right.
Maybe. Well, I'll take that back because then they slap the clock at 10 seconds. So you already lost 10 seconds. So we don't have, listen, we can't tag in somebody else. Not in this game.
Right.
So to train a fighter is a lot different than training somebody that can get hit real hard. Hey, go on the sideline for a couple plays. Not in boxing.
Right.
So Larry Wade's real. I like him. So if I ever get back into full-time training, I'm gonna always keep Larry Wade because with Larry Wade, I don't have to question what he's gonna do. What's he's doing at the track at night. I don't have to question that.
Right.
He do a lot of the same stuff I used to do. So my day was full, man, from training a fighter in the gym and then go with him at night. But Larry does that work, man. He does a very good job. So you better believe Caleb can go 1,000 rounds.
Right. You think about going back full-time training though?
No, my next step, man, I want to start promoting fights. I want to start promoting not so much the A fighters. They already have a home. It's so many guys in these gyms today that these B I call I don't really want to call them B fighters, but that's kind of what everybody gave them the term B fighters.
Right.
And a lot of times they don't get the fair shake. They got full-time jobs and they'll get a call at the last minute and they'll take a fight because they got to feed their family, and they never really get a full shake because they don't have the representation behind them. I sort of want to
Right.
start promoting these guys on a national scale to give them a chance to rise to the top to become A fighters. And a lot,
Yeah.
I've been in the UFC 20 years, and I kind of watch how we can take an average Joe in the UFC and build them all the way to the top to or John Jones or to that type of status. And
Right.
and to me, UFC creates B fighters to A fighters. When you got
Right.
a guy in the UFC, and you see the records all the time, 16 wins and 6 losses, that'll never happen in boxing.
Right.
No, promoting at that level never happened in boxing. And I think a
Right.
lot of times, who the hell this guy lose to 4 times? He might have lost to the baddest guy on the planet 4 times. And a lot of
Right.
times he took the fight the last minute, or he hasn't been in the gym because he's been working all day, and he get the call. Give him a week worth of notice, and of course he's gonna lose, especially when he fighting an A fighter. So I want to give
Right.
those guys a chance. That's what I want to look into next is promoting those guys to give them guys a shake too.
I actually
Yeah.
think that's a hell of a thing because I was on the B side at one point. My first 3, 4 fights, I was on the B
Yeah.
side. So I know how that can be
Yeah.
when you get a fair
Yeah.
shake. But one thing about me, I always stayed in the gym. But then once I had a fight, I just made sure I started doing the things that I was doing, training to hitting that
Yeah.
next level, and just stayed there.
Yeah. And you're right. And unfortunately, a lot of fighters, they can't stay. Hey, you got to eat,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So a lot of them will sort of have to fighting and work, and uh, and never get that notice. But when if you really 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 want it bad enough, you figure it out. But a lot of guys don't have that. They can fight. Is man, I got to feed my family. you
Right.
know. So they'll take lopsided fights or fights at the last minute, and uh, and the strong, well, the strong will survive. So I want to give them a chance to fight each other so they can create and go to the top
Yeah, that
with
sounds
notice.
marvelous, man. Because there's nobody doing that either, though. There's nobody doing that. We got
No,
a couple of brothers
no,
here and
that's a
there.
whole niche.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got to,
yeah,
you got
that
to, you
niche
got a
that niche is
couple.
wide open because it's
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah. So that's a huge niche because there's thousands of fighters everywhere you go around the planet hitting them bags. When your next fight? I don't know yet. Just in there hitting them bags. See,
Right.
so I want to, just sort of be the farm to the A side. You know what I mean?
Right. I know exactly what you
Yeah,
mean. It's actually some cats here.
yeah,
Well, a couple cats that I know from at least the southeast. You know what I'm saying? And they taking some of these beef fighters and
right.
keeping them busy though. They eating good though. You know what I'm saying? They may not be winning everything, but at least
Yeah,
they eating.
sure.
Yeah. So I definitely
But
understand that
but
that
at the end
world
of the
though.
day, man, yeah, people want to see good fights, and a lot of times, if we can get rid of, now don't get me wrong, if you go out there and you earn your 40-0 and 50-0, that's fine. But if you're a guy, man, and you 17-6, and you just fight hard, and the fans love you, why not pay that guy?
Right.
Let that guy eat too.
For sure.
So I guess
For
I'm
sure.
I guess I'm a softie when it comes down.
No, but it's true though. I mean, it can go both
Yeah,
ways. But then, you
yeah,
might have that potential guy who's on the B side that becomes that A
yeah.
side, and then here he goes taking off and riding to the sunset.
I always think of Winky Wright. Winky was a beat for a while, and then Winky hit a home
He
run,
was
and Winky had to run there
right,
for a minute. Yeah,
right.
yeah. So I always think of him when I'm thinking, yeah, Winky slid right on in there.
Man,
Yeah,
he did a hell of
yeah,
a job too, man. Everybody remember
yeah. He
old
did. Everybody know Winky Wright. Everybody knows Winky Wright. Yeah,
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 man. What I was about to say? When are you guys already in Vegas, though, right?
Yeah. Caleb lives here, so training here at home is great. I don't have to be anywhere. I can just ride from the house right to the gym. Because I've been out to Alabama for over a month. That was a little work, but here at home is like, man, I can come home and sit on my couch every night and go right to the gym the next day, which is I love that. I go places, but they're not like
Right,
home. You know.
right, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, how was
Yeah.
that stay in Alabama? I know it was different, man.
My mother is from Greenville, Mississippi.
Okay, yeah,
See,
gotcha.
I was born in Chicago, so I was back and forth down to Mississippi a lot. So Alabama was different to me. It was, I mean, I know it's a very slow life compared to Vegas, but I actually enjoyed it. So it was like a little mini vacation for me. So
Right.
I actually enjoyed it. I was always afraid of the mosquitoes. I didn't get bit not one while I was down. Like, well, this is great. I actually enjoyed it. The food, man, the food is
Oh
out of
yeah.
the world. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed Alabama, man.
We
Yeah.
definitely ate good a couple times as a team, so I remember
Yes, we
that.
did. Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I know
Yeah.
people in the chat, and I know they're gonna
Hey,
start asking, "What's that?"
no, I was gonna
Go ahead.
say
Go.
while we're on the story of Alabama, shout out to my boy Deontay.
Yes,
Heart
indeed.
and soul, baby. We already know. That's all I gotta
Yes,
say.
indeed. That was what I was gonna ask you.
Heart and
I
soul.
was actually gonna get in that because I know a couple people in the chat want to know, man. They want to know your thoughts on the fight and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So I was definitely gonna ask you that.
Well, I just thought that Deontay did a great job. He fought. Listen, y'all saw what he pulled that. Listen, he pulled that from his heart. That's something
Yeah.
as a coach, nobody can give you balls in this game. That's something you got to be built with. Just some, 'cause a lot of fighters walk away and quit. That boy's a real soldier. I guess I won't call him a boy. That man is a real soldier. That fight could have went either way. Both guys was out. Both guys got dropped, and I guess that's what the fans like. But I'm one of them smart type of trainers. I don't want to get hit at all. I just want to knock you out and go
Yeah.
home.
Right.
But it's some things we still got to work on with Deontay. Um, so I'm more than happy to come back down to Alabama anytime soon. I'm probably going to go maybe hang out with him a week or two while I'm after Caleb fight. Just go fishing and go kart riding. I mean, you saw it spread out there, so
Yeah, man.
yeah, yeah. So probably just go hang out, go fishing, ride some of his dune buggies, and just hang out with him and just kind of get in his head a little bit. But I
Yeah.
talked to him today. He's in high spirits. He's
Yep.
healing from his hand injury. He's feeling great. So yeah, no,
Yeah.
he's a dog, man. That's my guy, man. Yeah,
Yeah, man. He got it looking like Never Land out there.
yeah. He got all the toys out there. So
Man,
yeah.
man,
So
How was it training at
yeah,
the house? When you got a gym in the backyard, how was that, man?
man, it's beautiful, man. It's nice. Deontay got a nice little spread. He got big basketball court, a full basketball court,
Yeah,
and the boxing ring. And like I say, he's on the lake, dune buggy trails, gun range. Yep, yep.
yeah,
He got it
man.
straight. Yeah,
That's crazy,
yeah.
man.
So everything he needs right there. Yeah,
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
yeah,
And
yeah.
if you had a choice, and with Deontay coming back, probably like I want to say like it's April, May, somewhere along in there. Who would you like to see him fight?
Um, I know they mentioned guys like Dylan White and guys like that. That's fine. Dylan is cool. Or even Joshua, but I know Joshua might be committed to his rematch. Uh, and I know Joshua looking for somebody to give him the dog. No man can give you the dog, baby. That's something God had already gave you.
It
You
gotta
can't find a
be in
dog in
you.
America. Yeah, you can't find a dog in America. It ain't here.
Yeah,
You got that was born with you, baby. And I know
right.
he said he somebody pull the dog out or bring the dog. Nah, don't work like that. I can teach you jabs, right hands, get you in condition. If you listen, baby, if you ain't got that dog, it's not gonna happen. So
Yeah,
even him down the road. I mean, to me, I think Dante is still one of the baddest, meanest dudes on the planet. And with him, you still got to be careful of Deontay Wilder. you know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah. So I don't know. Pick one. Don't make any difference because ain't
Yes.
too many guys tougher than Deontay Wilder right now anyway. Hell, a
Yeah.
rematch with the other kid. It was funny because when I first got down there, it's like, man, don't nobody want to see Deontay Wilder and Fury 3. Now all the calls, when they gonna fight again? It's amazing how boxing
Right.
works.
Everybody's saying
Yeah,
that.
it's amazing how it works. Yeah, when's gonna
Right.
be during Wild 4? And none of that, like I told D, man, look, you gave the planet, you showed the planet that you're a real soldier. You're just not a guy that just knock people out and go home. You actually can dig and fight. So whoever did not
Hmm.
like you before the fight, they love you
Hmm.
now.
Oh yeah,
So
for sure,
here's a
man.
chance in boxing that you actually can lose and actually win. So I do appreciate all the fans for hey looking at the guy. This is a soldier. So happy for him right now. So we just heal up right now. I know he's been suspended for 6 months. It takes some time off, and when
Hmm.
he come back, hey, let's do it.
Time to do it again.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I can't
Time to
wait,
do it
man.
again.
I definitely
Yeah,
can't wait,
yeah,
man. So
exactly.
going forward, like I said before, you got the Caleb Plant coming up. Now a lot of people feel as if he haven't been tested on a guy on Canelo level. How you feel about it?
Well, see, here's the thing, right, and I'm sure you can attest to this too. Um, maybe not, but some fighters, and Caleb was one of these guys. Some of these guys could, uh, uh, they just as good as their opponent. Sometimes you fight a guy that's really not as good, and
Hmm.
you just that night just as good as he is, and you're thinking like, wow, hmm, can he really fight? Some opponents just can make you look that way, but Caleb can always step up to the plate. If his opponent is great, Caleb can step up to that plate.
Right.
The sparring partners they got, I can't even think of the kid's name. One of these kids from I think Cuba, tough as nails, and he
Right.
come like there's no tomorrow. But Caleb steps it up. So that's one thing I'm very encouraged about with Caleb is if Canelo come hard, Caleb come harder.
Right.
I mean, this country boy here, boy, his heart is bigger than Tennessee. He don't. This guy does not care. He's a
Yeah.
dog.
He is. He
He's a
is. I
real
don't think a
dog.
lot of people, and I can say it, you can say, it, but I don't think a lot of people have seen that or even given him a chance to even think that
No,
about him. And I think this fight
no.
right here gonna prove a lot of people wrong as well.
I think so too. And like I told him, I said, brother, you're in a win-win. There's no pressure on your side. The pressure's on Canelo, right? He's trying to do something that never happened before, collect all the belts in the super middleweight division. I said, listen, worst case scenario, you lose on a split decision. You actually won the fight. Because at the end of the day,
Right.
it's still Canelo. And Caleb
Mm-hmm.
said, it's not good enough for me. I like that. I want to win. I'm going to win. I'm going to show the world that I can beat this boy. See, that's a dog.
Oh yes, indeed. Yes,
That's a
indeed.
dog.
No doubt about it. Yeah, that's a
That's
dog
a
for
dog.
sure.
That's a dog right there. You know,
A lot of
see,
people can't wait to see him either,
man,
man.
man, this is gonna be. Actually, boxing has some great fights. You had Wilder Fury. Then you got Caleb. Then we got Bud and Sean coming up, and then on December, a lot of good fights in boxing. A lot of good
Yeah,
fights the last quarter of the year. A lot of good fights. That's what boxing need, man. We need a lot of good fights like this. You know.
yeah. It's actually a couple fights I like to see, man. I'm not sure. You know who
Yeah.
Stephen Fulton is, right?
Stephen Fulton.
The kid from Philadelphia.
Mm.
Fight at 126. I'm very big
Oh,
on him.
okay. He fighting featherweight. Oh, he fighting
Yeah,
featherweight.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm big on him, and he getting ready to fight next. Well, next month, and then of course you got what you think about Bud and Crawford, man. But not Bud and Crawford, but Bud and Porter.
Well, well. One thing for sure is Sean's gonna be in shape.
Right? Yeah.
Sean's like he's Sean is the black pocket rocket.
Because he got
Once
he
you
got
turn
Coach
him
Larry
on,
Wade too.
yeah, he's with Larry Wade also. Yes, man, listen. Actually, Sean actually sparred with Caleb a few rounds. Um, but Sean stayed on him. but it's much bigger. And, he's a little bit more slicker, but it's a different
Right.
match. I think Sean is 47, right? And
Yeah, for sure.
and at that time, Kay was probably 185. You know what I mean? So that's a big difference in weight. But
Right.
the work was decent. Sean held his own. You know,
Right.
so but them two, I'm just gonna look forward to watch that fight. I'm not, I'm to me it's just entertainment for me that night.
Yeah. Well, I
But
just seen,
man,
I just seen Bud down here in the gym. I seen him sparring the other day.
okay.
It
What
was,
you got to tell me?
yeah, man. It was good sparring though for the one, some of the guys he did spar with. But like I said before,
Yeah,
there's a guy that I've been big on. And he don't have a name yet, but I can say he held his own against
right.
Bud though. I can say that, and
There
I
you
don't
go.
think that
There
they
you go.
expected him. I don't think that they expected him, and I think that Bud was like, "Damn, that's some good ass work." You know how sometimes you got the ring like, "Damn, that's some good ass work right there." So definitely, he
Yeah,
gave
yeah, 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 yeah.
gave some good
Hey,
thing about me.
listen, any on any given Sunday, man, this is boxing, brother. You get hit on the chin, anybody night.
Yeah,
So the key is be in the best shape you can be in, learn the best you can. Just like I say, there's no substitutions in this game. There's no tagging somebody in. It's all you.
this ain't wrestling
It's
right
all
here.
you. This ain't wrestling,
Yeah,
baby. This all you. Yeah.
yeah, for
So
sure.
and if you've been in this game long enough, first of all, if you've been in boxing and you ain't been clocked, you lying to somebody. You're lying.
Right.
Hell, I just got clocked the other day with Caleb. So I'm not even sparring them. Listen,
Right.
man. We all get clocked in this game. We all get clocked, rocked, whatever. We get it. It's
Oh
it's
yeah.
the soldier that can go ahead, go beyond being clocked and keep going. That's the soldier there. See,
Right.
that's a soldier. That's why they would always say to me, "It's way well a pound for pound, the best on the planet." I said, "Well, I don't know. What can he do after a loss? What can he do after a loss? What can he do after a loss who got knocked out?
Right.
It's a different story.
Right.
You know, now he's 50-0. Mayweather's my boy. I'm not saying anything bad about him, but how can he handle a loss? I mean, the greatest was Muhammad Ali. He lost 5 fights.
Right. That's true. Very
So
true.
so adversity, it tells you what type of soldier you are. You know,
Right.
what can you do after the loss? You know,
That what matters the most.
that's right. What can you do?
And you know what?
You know,
I actually started taking consideration. I started saying what you were saying. I remember what you said in camp. You was like, it ain't about what you do to get the belt. It's about what you do to retain the belt.
listen. Everything you did to get that belt don't mean nothing.
Right.
That don't mean anything because that was your job to claim that heel to get there. Now can
Right.
you protect the heel?
Right.
See, now everything changes. Now you got to protect the heel. See, Canelo's on top of the hill. He got to protect the hill because all comers are coming. See, and
Right.
now he got this beast. He got a beast coming up this hill right now. And and
Man, I
and
keep
man, listen, he got a beast coming up this hill. Yeah,
definitely. I can
yeah.
say me personally, I think that's this. A lot of people may agree, some people may not, but who cares? But I actually think that this is probably his best fight in the last 4 or 5 fights that he's had.
Of course, no holds bar. Of course, probably since Triple G. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I think
yeah.
so. Yeah, I think so. Yep.
And I know for a fact Caleb run through Billy Joe Sanders easy.
Yeah,
That's too
Caleb.
easy
Yeah,
for
Caleb. Yeah, he run right through him. Yeah, he run right through him. So
yeah.
listen, I'm probably more excited about this fight than Caleb. It's like, look, I can't wait, and I can't say I got the best seat in the house because hell, everybody's in the way.
Yeah.
Cameraman and the judges are all in the way. So, but I'm
Yeah,
pretty close. But I'm actually looking forward to this fight. This is
me
like
too.
I'm really looking forward to this fight, man.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely going. I'm
So
definitely going.
whoever's out there not sure, yeah, whoever's out there in Thailand that's not sure about be there, get it. Trust me, man.
Yeah,
Yes, it's gonna be a great fight. Yeah,
yeah. And a
it's
lot
gonna
of
be a
people,
great
a lot,
fight.
some
Yeah.
people talking about, the face off and what happened at the face off and Canelo reflexes and all that old stuff. He got reflexes. Caleb did this. He got hit and he wasn't even doing nothing. This, and the third. So it's just like, to me, a whole bunch like that stuff don't matter to me. It's all about what happens inside the ring.
Man, listen. First of all, we don't come to the press to fight. We come
Right,
there to run our mouth,
right,
right? And at the face off, Canelo pushed him. Like, okay, that ain't gonna happen in a fight because I come to fight in a fight.
right,
You know, I'm in my suit. I'm here to act like a gentleman. Canelo, Canelo got out of his game. So the question is Caleb in Canelo's head?
right,
I think so. I think so because that's not Canelo. Canelo never gets out of his game. He's out of his
right.
game right now.
Yeah,
This
and
fight
he
is
said
very
something.
concerning to him.
Like, I understand, like, I know for a fact, Caleb, I'm not Caleb, but Canelo know damn well he wasn't talking about his mom. Man,
No,
House,
because
I
I
know
heard
so
him say
hard
the
about
word
that shit,
before.
man.
Yeah, I heard him tell one of them guys on the interview that wanted to fight him. He said, "Go get some fights, MFer." So he know what that means.
Yeah,
He know exactly what that means. Yeah, get out here with that nonsense.
he
Yeah,
just didn't. He just
Caleb.
didn't.
Caleb is in his head.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
as
didn't.
Caleb White said, she's
So go ahead,
yeah.
Coach.
What Caleb White said, we are in Canelo's head, rent free.
Gotta be,
Yeah,
and that's how I see it. A lot of people don't see it like that, of
yeah,
course. But
yeah,
that's how I
yeah.
see it. I mean, because I never seen him act like that, and I never seen
No,
Caleb get out of character at all. Never, I never have.
no, no. He's always been professional, and so have Canelo. Canelo's always been professional, but somehow this fight has triggered him. I'm like, man, what seems to be the issue?
Right.
So, man, he got a little concerned now. I think he got a little concerned. So
He got
bring it,
he got to use them slow feet, man.
man. Listen. Them fast hands, that movement, the slickness is going to give him some problems because Billy Joe Saunders gave Canelo some problems between like round 4 to about 7. Then Canelo kind of picked it up. You
Right.
know, listen. You better not play dead between round 4 and 7 with Caleb.
Yeah.
Man, he's gonna eat you alive. You can't take no breaks with Caleb. See, he took a
Right.
little break with Billy Joe, and Billy Joe looked good in the middle rounds, and then
He
Canelo
did.
sort of picked it back up. Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
He
you don't
did.
take no break with Caleb. I'm telling you. And I think uh, fighting a real super middleweight that might be an issue with him too. I
You
think,
think so?
yeah, I think Canelo gonna have a problem with the size, Caleb's size. He gonna feel what a real super middleweight feel like. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he gonna feel it.
Yeah,
So
Caleb,
it's gonna be a
200 pounds.
big
God
difference.
damn. Yeah.
Yeah, he come down, man. He walk around. He come down. He get about 190, 95, 96. It's a big boy.
Yeah, he is. He is a
You
solid
know.
guy in person. For the ones who haven't seen him,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
definitely is solid for sure. Well, Coach, I definitely got
I think.
somebody. I got someone who definitely was in a training session before Deontay fought Fury. He came up in the room, man. He wanted to holler at you and ask you a few questions if you didn't mind.
All right, cool.
Here we go. Here we go.
Coach, what's good, Coach? You hear me?
Can you hear him, Coach?
I think he froze.
Uh-oh.
I think he froze.
There you go. I'm frozen.
No,
No,
you
no,
good
you good
now.
now. You good now.
Good now. Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay, you're moving now. You hear?
Yeah, I hear you.
How you doing, Coach?
Yes. Good, man. How's it going?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, man. Doing real good, man. Yeah, last we saw each other was actually in Vegas in the elevator. you asked me if I had a license to carry around my arms. Yeah, that was pretty funny, man.
Yeah,
that was
there you go.
yeah, that was it was the experience was well. It was an awesome weekend, although we didn't get the outcome that we wanted. Still blessed. As long as everybody's okay, as long as D is okay, everything's good. I was pretty pissed off.
Yeah.
Tell you. Yeah, I was after the fight, man, no one could come near me. I was livid, but it is what it is, man. But I was ready. I was ready to lace up right there. But wanted to ask you.
I hear you.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it was real. It was real. Caleb, I was talking to some guys 2 days ago, and to my surprise, they actually, I mean, this is crazy. Not crazy, but I was shocked that people are not only leaning towards Caleb, they're actually picking him to like blow Canelo out the water, like landslide, unanimous decision. One of the guys I spoke to said, "Yo, Caleb might mess around and drop Canelo." And when you hear it, when you first hear it, it sounds almost impossible, but we have to get out of that thought process because there's kind of been like a mystique about Canelo right now. You understand what I'm saying? And we forget that this man is beatable. So do you think that that's possible for him to like beat Canelo by a landslide, even though it's pretty hard to beat him on the cards like straight?
Well, the funny thing is, I told Caleb, I said, listen, this is probably going to be the easiest fight of your life. And he said, well, why? I said, because everything. We don't have to worry about field. Canelo thing clean. Throw straight in, straight out. Canelo don't have too many lateral movements. Canelo gonna come at you. But here's the problem. Canelo can't hit you if he can't see you. And that's the problem he gonna have with Caleb. I can see it be an easy night. I can see it be a unanimous decision. Caleb can box the crap out of this guy for 12 rounds. Is he gonna knock him out? Maybe, maybe not. But I know one thing he can do: a box guy for 12 rounds.
You know what I'm thinking? I remember listening to leading up to like the camps, and just people. I know people in the chat going like, "What are you talking about?" But listing Ali, leading up to that, when they said, "Yo," when Ali stood next to Liston, they realized,
right?
Forget about the mystique about Liston. We got the bigger guy. Ali was the bigger guy. He wasn't scared. He was faster, and he ended up hitting Liston with a lot of stuff. The Phantom Punch hit him with something he ain't see. And when Liston hit the ground, it's like, you know what? I ain't getting up. It's gonna be more of the same. And that was the end of it. And Caleb is the bigger guy. He's the bigger guy. And this is not Kovalev. He's a different kind of bigger guy.
It's a bigger guy. Right.
Yeah. So I think I think listen, man, I told everyone I'm picking Caleb for this. I'm picking Caleb to win very convincingly, but there's always that thing with the scorecards that bothers me. that bothers the hell out of me, man. I tell people all the time. I say it jokingly, but not really.
Well,
Caleb is already down 4 rounds.
And one thing good about that is
Go ahead, Coach.
Well, I'm fighting at home with my guy. I'm here in Vegas. Vegas is home for me, and not that I need any favors, but I think Caleb lives here. I think we get a fair call. Now Canelo does bring a lot of weight, tons of weight,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, just like I was saying, about the team we fought Morales, we fought in L.A. 10,000 Mexicans and Filipinos. We still got the unanimous decision. We did the fight with Pacquiao, so I think it's going to be fair judging. But you never, this is Nevada. Nevada's pretty fair. So, Caleb get the call, he'll get it. I think he'll get the decision.
Yeah, it annoys me with Canelo sometimes. I jokingly say it, but not quite. The scorecards are done already. It's just up to Caleb to reverse them. He's down like 4 rounds, and one of us a damn 10-8 for all we know.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's ridiculous, man.
I hear you.
It's
I hear you.
difficult.
Exactly
Difficult to beat Canelo on the cards, man. Difficult, man.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken, when he fought Floyd, there's not one round that he won, and one of the judges had him winning, if I remember correctly. Either they had him winning or it was a draw.
Yeah, I think so.
Crazy.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, that's I don't like that. But Canelo's not unbeatable.
They love Canelo.
We've seen him lose.
They love Canelo.
We've seen Canelo lose.
Yeah, we saw
and
him
people and people say, like I said, there's like a mystique about him now. And people want to act like we didn't see him lose, or they want to act like we didn't see we give him problems. Lara gave him problems. A lot of people say Lara won that fight. Austin Trout gave him problems. And if Austin Trout, there was mid-fight scoring in that fight, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly. And when Austin heard that he was down on the cards, he started doing things that were out of character. What's that?
Right.
Yeah, he started doing things that were out of character.
Don't forget about Triple G.
Triple G, yeah. Triple G that was a close fight. That was a close fight. Both fights were close. I mean, I think Canelo won clearly the second fight, but they were all close. So he has some kryptonite, so he's not unbeatable. And, both Charlos, he maneuvered around them. Boo Boo Andre, he don't want no smoke with him. So now he done ran into Caleb, and he's going to run into the same problems. I don't even think he understands that. No, he understands that. He understands that. He understands that now. He gets it. So that's why he's acting. I've never seen him behave in this fashion. He's cursing at people, and he's acting a little out of sorts. So that's a red flag for me. So listen, I told everyone I'm rolling with the American.
And man. This is not normal Canelo.
Right. Yeah. It's not.
Yeah. This is definitely not the new Canelo. Yeah.
Yeah, he's there for the pickings, man. And I see 2 fights out of this. I'm gonna lean towards Caleb in this one. In the rematch, they're probably gonna snatch it for Cinco de Mayo. Probably. Juice head, this guy. This, by the way, and I don't want anyone to forget, man. I remind people of what happened. This fight was supposed to have happened when? It's supposed to have been happened already. The real Mexican Independence Day, and he stopped it.
June, July, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, back then.
Yep, he stopped it. AKA, I want to cycle off what I'm on.
Yes, we supposed to win. I think, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, exactly.
He in my opinion, he wanted to cycle off because there's always something going on at Team Reynoso, whether they like it or not. I know what's going on. Okay, Andy Ruiz, look like a CrossFit trainer now.
I believe it.
That don't just happen. Not like that. All right. There's a lot of fugazi stuff going on down there.
No.
All right. He went to cycle off his stuff. And then
I believe it.
He wanted to then he flirted with Bivol, and they said, "Nah, I'm gonna fight Caleb anyway." Why if you knew he was gonna fight Caleb the whole time, we could have got these questions answered already. So this is a work, and
Right.
And this is sad because I was a huge supporter of Canelo. I was one of the people that thought that his skill set would carry him through for the rest of his career. You know, fighters lose, that happens, you know, but then
Right.
when you start playing with drugs and everything else,
Right.
this is the hurt business. You can die in that ring, you know. So I don't trust the guy anymore. I don't trust him and his fans. That goes without saying. I don't trust that guy, man. That's what I got on
Right.
Canelo.
Right.
But yeah, for sure, Coach, man.
Amen.
I don't want to keep it. I don't want to keep you long, Coach. You know what I'm saying? I know you gotta get back to doing the same thing tomorrow. I know y'all got sparring tomorrow,
All right.
so man,
Yeah.
I don't want to keep you long, man. And I appreciate you coming on.
Back in there. Yeah, back in there.
Indeed. Yes, indeed. So like I said, I appreciate you, Coach, for jumping on with me.
Thanks.
All right, Coach. I think he froze.
Yeah, I think you.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
no, he moved. All right, Coach. We'll highlight you, Coach, man. Appreciate you for your time, Coach.
Coach.
Thank you, man. And get that, my man. Get some license for them arms, man.
Oh yeah, you know what's up. Yes, sir. I'll see you soon.
There you go.
All right, brother.
All right, man. Yep.
Peace,
All
Coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's my guy, man. We talked for a good little time today, man. That's my guy right there, man. Golly, man. We talked about
that was some great info. You know, I didn't know that those UFC gloves, that's his invention.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He patented that. That is insane, man.
Yeah.
Man.
So, you know, like I say, when people was talking so much shit about what I posted and what I said, well,
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. That's in the past, you know what I'm saying? And like I said before, man, I know, like I said, I talked to Caleb today, man. I definitely did. You know, Coach let me talk to him. Like I said, I talked to Coach earlier today, maybe like 30, 40 minutes, man. You know what I'm saying? And I talked to Caleb as well. And Caleb, you know, as I was talking to Caleb, you know, he like, yeah, bro, you know, we've been down for a minute. This back since our amateur days. So I didn't even have to say all this because he did. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then even with that being said, he was just like, yo, bro, man, like you keep doing your thing too. You know what I'm saying? But one thing, like I said before, Caleb was the first fighter that's, you know, of course that's big. Now was the first person to say, well, you can really do something if you stay at it. You know what I'm saying? Right. And shit, forever great for him saying that. But at the same time, it's like, even when he was going through that whole ordeal with his daughter, you know what I'm saying? I was sending him inspiring messages, text messages and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it is, I know he made a promise to her. He said he'd become a world champion. And then on top of that, he said he'd be undisputed as well. You know, he even talked about that on All Access. And I don't think that's something that he plays with. But, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, I don't think he's trying to sell it. I think, but, you know, I know that it's the truth. But he's not even trying to sell it. But I really do think Caleb was the type of person, he's not scared of you. Black, white, Puerto Rican, Japanese, Korean, Asian, it don't matter. He's not scared of you, bro. I mean, realistically, the only thing different about me and Caleb is the skin.
Right.
I'm still gonna be.
He gives off that aura like he's a stone, like he's unfazed. He's unfazed, man. Because sometimes life can make you hard. You know what I'm saying? And it's like so what? You know what I'm saying? It's like I legitimately knew a guy where he's since passed a few years ago, but growing up, he was a little like timid, like a little frail. Right. You know, when we was wrestling and stuff, he didn't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, man, you got to toughen up. We got a little older, and two things happened. His father died. Right. And he went to the military. When he came home, right, he wasn't the tallest guy. He came home, and that's another thing. He did one tour in the first Gulf War with Bush #1, the first one, the real one. And then when he came home, he was just different. He was like unfazed by anything. He was a
Right.
different dude, and I was like, shit. It was kind of like scary, damn near. I was like,
Right.
whoa, this is not the kid we grew up with. So he gives off that aura. So Caleb Plant, he don't care about the mystique of Canelo. And I mentioned the scorecards. That's a concern of mine because I know how they do. But as far as the mystique of Canelo, he's not going to be moved. Canelo said something about he's not going to be able to perform under the lights. That's the fancy thing to say. He's a champion already. You got to go get that belt.
Right.
Everyone's expecting Caleb to lose. What happens when Canelo looks around and it's round 6? You know what I'm saying? And that man is still there in the corner trying to look around his trainer to look you in your face.
Right.
What are you going to do now? When the body movement's not working and he's actually boxing your face in and you're wondering, am I really up on these cards? He's tagging me. I'm a little lumped up on my left side. Am I really up on these cards?
Right.
You understand? So Canelo has really nothing to lose. I mean, he has a title to lose, but he has nothing to lose because everyone is expecting him to lose anyway. But what is Canelo going to do if it's round 8 or 9 and this guy's still here? And everyone's like, yo, this fight is a little closer than we thought. What's Canelo going to do? This is Canelo's fight to lose. You understand? Especially, and I'm not going to let anyone forget that. This fight was supposed to happen months ago, man. What happened with that? And this is why Canelo's aggravated, because he called him out on everything. And it all makes sense.
Right.
It all makes sense. And what happened since then? What happened since then? You fooled around with the date, and then I'm gonna go fight Bivol. No, I'm not gonna fight Bivol. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna fight Caleb.
Right.
And then your boy in the same camp, A and B samples pop. A and B samples pop, and you're still allowed to fight. And the whole old and new media went crazy. We're like, yo, what are y'all doing?
Right.
What do y'all all have in common? That stupid ass camp.
Yep. Everybody has
You
the same
understand?
things in common. Yeah.
And then all Caleb said was, y'all cheaters, and all of y'all lost your mind. Well, now you gotta do something about it. We gonna see.
It's the truth.
Yeah. Guys is cheaters, man.
Even like I say, even I was in question about it because, like I said before, I get people who tell me all the time that he's the most tested fighter. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, yeah, the past is the past, but shit, if you do it once, you do it again. You know what I'm saying? So I'm putting nothing past nobody. But then here you go, Valdez who get popped, and then it's like he's rewarded for it. That shit crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? But
insane, man.
Yeah, very
insane.
so. Very much so. Very much so, man.
Whack ass game sometimes, man.
Oh, yeah. But I'm looking forward to it, man. We were about shit. A week in 2 days, two days.
It's around the corner. It's around the corner.
Yeah. So it actually came fast. I'm not sure if anybody going out there, but if you need some tickets, make sure you holler at me. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, I got to go out there for that fight. Then I'm going to go right back for the Bud and Witch Collar joint. You know what I'm saying? If I don't have nothing coming up, but, it just depends on my shoulder. My shit hurt, though, but, I'm looking forward to that. So, I really wanted to talk about Bud today, you know what I'm saying? And because everybody asking.
Yeah. What's good with Bud, man?
Man, dog, I like Bud. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, I like Bud. I think he handles business against Sean, but I just don't see him knocking out Porter. And he could do it, don't get me wrong, because Porter in some people's eyes is damaged goods. You know what I'm saying? He's been through a lot of wars. He hasn't fought in almost 2 years, I believe.
Damn
no,
near.
He fought in the pandemic. I'm sorry. He fought in the middle of the pandemic. He lost.
Damn near.
He won, but a lot of people didn't like it.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't like it. That's what it was. And seeing Bud spar the other day was cool. But I Brian Norman Jr. did his fucking thing, bro.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Brian Norman Jr. did his fucking thing, bro.
Was he really good at imitating Sean's style?
It wasn't that he was imitating Sean's style. It was that he was coming forward. And like I said before, people who don't know, Brian, he's a 140 pounder, but he hits like he's a 185 pounder,
Damn.
178 pounder. You know what I'm saying? He got 10 to wobble people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh boy.
And so, and I know people talked about, some people talked about Bud Chin, you know what I'm saying? Some people think it's suspect, things of that nature. But doing that, Bud, he did regain, faculties and stayed on the game, whatever. But he took some hard big shots. He took them. But the demeanor, you know what I'm saying? It was more the demeanor. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I do know is that Sean don't punch like Brian. I know that's
so Brian's a heavier puncher than Sean.
Hell yeah, man.
Well, does Sean punch harder than green beans? That's the reason why I'm asking.
Who's green beans?
Green beans.
Yeah. yeah.
Green machine.
Mean
machine.
But that's at 147, and that's a good question. You know what I'm saying? Because Sean did say some shit like he was gonna knock him up, which I don't see happening. I think Bud is just too slick for him. You know what I'm saying? Bud know how to. One thing I can say is Bud know how to use his feet.
Right.
Bud can. Oh shit, that shit was beautiful, man. I seen him in the spar with Richard Hitchens. You know what I'm saying? Brian Norman. One thing I can say about between him, well, he did more so. He used his feet a lot with Hitchens. He started to pick up and use his feet with Brian, but Brian was just coming through, punch after punch after punch. And there wasn't just punches, there was shots, hard shots. You know what I'm saying? And I like what I saw from Bud, how he's responded to some things. Not everything, you know what I'm saying? But then again, how confident he was, and that just let me know about Brian getting there. He had to turn it, okay, I got to keep my confidence down. Now I got to really relax and see where my stuff is at and see, because this kid can fucking punch. Not only can he punch, he can fucking fight.
Yeah, I don't need to see Bud on the inside in that pocket, man. Don't make it Sean's fight. Make Sean work for it. Sean could be outboxed.
He definitely can, but then at the same time, Bud can fight both ways. But I think he's naturally a southpaw, though. Naturally.
Yeah, I mean, stylistically, they're made for each other. Well, I'm not gonna say made for each other. Stylistically, I'm gonna lean towards Bud because Bud could do both, inside and out. And when he switched southpaw, that's just a plus.
Right.
But I don't want to see him get into a damn wrestling match in the middle of the ring with Sean Porter, because he's gonna make it ugly. And if you're judging an ugly fight, you're gonna lean towards Sean, because Sean's gonna make it ugly. You understand? Yeah. And not for nothing, I just want Bud to win for other reasons. That's just me being petty. But it's gonna be a great fight, though. It's gonna be a great fight, which I'm picking Bud. I'm picking Bud to win.
I'm picking Bud to win as well.
Not to knock him out. That'll be something. What if he go in there, what if he go in there and knock Sean out, though?
If he do, I'm gonna be laughing like shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being.
He makes that strong case for Errol if he does that, man. That'll be crazy.
Got to. A lot of people ask me like, why you didn't say something about Sean, but I just put myself in their shoes, Bo Mac and Bud's shoes, bro. I first of all, over here, you won't ever hear me talk about fantasy fights. I hate that shit with a passion. I hate this person supposed, even when they first had announced Bud and fucking Porter, I said, you know what? Because I think I was the first to announce it. You know what I'm saying? I was really like the first time I had a whole bunch of people join my live, and I'm like, yo, okay, cool, this was going on. But then I had thought about it, and a couple of days they said it was off. So you ain't hear me talk about it no more after that, except for one time when I said, don't be surprised if this fight pops back on. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, it did. But in between that time, I wasn't talking about Bud and Porter, because at that It just felt like a fantasy fight. I didn't want to talk about it. And then you go back to the early 2020. What's the one fight that everybody talked about during the pandemic? Bud and fucking Porter.
But important, yeah.
Bro, I didn't want, bro. I got so tired of hearing that shit. You know what I'm saying? That I don't want to even talk about fantasy fights. Now, if like Shakur, you know what I'm saying? Now there's a list of guys at 130. Now I'm not saying who will win between these guys. Here's some names that need to be applied, and we need to make this shit happen, make some fights happen. That's all I'm saying. You know, I don't want to say, well, this person, he can beat him and him. And I'm not trying to get into all that. I want to throw a list of names out there. Okay, since Valdez is supposed to fight Alvarez for whatever reason, and how the fuck that's supposed to go, that's crazy. First of all, he's not even a big time champion at 126 to even come up to fight.
Yeah, where are they even getting that from? Of all people, him. Why?
Crazy, man.
This dude, Bob Burnham said, I want to make an all Mexican card. I hear that. You make an all Mexican card, quick payday for you, return on your investment, but why?
Because he lost almost so much money on Fury.
There it is. And see, I try not to go there, but he invested so much money in that guy. And the funny shit is, he'll never say that he could have bought whatever with the amount of money he lost on Tyson Fury. But he's so quick to say that to Bud, man, about Bud. Yeah. And that's so aggravating, man. That is so aggravating. And I knew that, but I didn't want to go there. I'm glad you said it, because I said I'm a hater.
No, it's the truth. It's the truth.
It is the truth, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, they still paying legal fees and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm not going to touch that. What I will say is this. I don't like talking about fantasy fights either with fighters that are active.
Yeah.
You should, if you're in or around the same weight class, it shouldn't be a fantasy fight.
It shouldn't be. But we're living in the time now where it's a fantasy fight because these motherfuckers not trying to fight anybody, bro.
That's horrible, man. And that's what sucks.
And
that's what got people aggravated with Bud with the Errol Spence thing, man. I mean, everyone's saying 60-40 was reasonable, but I'm not in no one's pockets, and I just got tired of talking about it.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't want to. That shit crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Get deflated, man.
Talking to him, like I say, I'd be surprised if Bud signed back with Top Rank. From us just having a conversation. You know what I'm saying? I'll be surprised if he signed with PBC. I'll be very surprised if he signed with PBC. I actually would be surprised if he signed with anybody.
Really?
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, was he gonna be independent?
I would hope so. I think that's a smart idea. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if he knows his business, that'd be great. Because if he beats Sean and then doesn't re-sign with Top Rank, he's going to be like one of the hottest free agents. He's going to have people beating down his door. And I'll say this: if he beats Sean like more convincing than Errol did, he's going to make his case why the fight should be 50-50 again. Mike 202 says if Stevenson can't get the Oscar Valdez fight, he should go fight Michael Magnesi for the IBF belt. You know what?
I mean, that's fair to say.
Yeah, but you know what, though? We as the supporters of the sport, we need to lean on these sanctioning bodies. Because we're the consumer, we pay money, we put miles on our cars, we buy plane tickets, we take days off of work. You understand? Do y'all understand that there was a lot of people that went in July for the Wilder Fury fight when it was supposed to happen in July that just went because they couldn't, they said, yo, look, if I don't take the Vegas trip now, I'm not going to get it off in October. I mean, people got like these funny jobs like that.
Right.
So they just went ahead. And that was like 40 people, literally 40 people just went ahead, say, fuck it. I'm just going to go. So us as the consumer, we need to be on some, yo, nah. We want this fight. We're not accepting anything less, man. We need to be in Bob Arum's Instagram, his email. If he pop up on Fred's show, go in there and hit him in the head with it. Be like, yo, what are you doing with this? Where you getting this Navarrete dude at 126? When you know, you look, man, this is why I'm saying, this guy, Bob Arum, it looks like he's trying to stun this kid's growth. And he's undermining the black dollar, man. Don't act like you ain't know what was going on in Atlanta. Atlanta's a fighting city. Don't act like you didn't see what's going on. All right? Don't tell us that this guy's a southpaw Floyd Mayweather and you're not going to put him in the ring with Valdez. That's the hottest fight right now. It's a hot fight for Valdez and it's a hot fight for Shakur. Don't hit us in the head with this all-Mexican card. Where's your all-black card? Where's that at? How about do that so we can stop accusing you of being racist? This is ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous, man. Come on, stop undermining our dollar. Because, man, with this kid Shakur, in 64 rounds, he hasn't gotten touched? I heard that stat today. In 64 rounds, he hasn't gotten touched.
What you mean? Like hit?
Like he hasn't not touched, but hasn't lost a round.
Oh, I'm thinking like he.
Yeah, no, he's been touched. But what I mean is like he hasn't lost a round. He hasn't in 64 rounds. He's won 64 rounds in a row.
I was gonna say, man, who the fuck told you that?
Nah, he'd be the invisible man if that was happening. He'd be invisible. But he hasn't lost a round. I mean, that's crazy. And you're gonna tell us that this is you got to do more. You got to do more than tell us that this guy reminds you of this guy. Because, all right, we already know you're almost 100 years old. You've seen all kinds of boxers. You've been around literally 4 different decades of fighters. Okay, I get it, Bob. I get it. You knew Ali. You knew Foreman. You was there. Thriller Manila. You knew all these guys. But you got to do more than just tell us that this guy's a second coming of this guy. You got to show us. If you got the next Floyd Mayweather who's a southpaw, how about capitalize on this kid where you fucked up with Floyd? You had Floyd and you blew it. Now you got what you call the second coming of Floyd, a southpaw. Don't blow this, man. You saw what happens in Atlanta. What you do is you throw him in there with Valdez and let whatever happens happen. You might get 2 good paydays out of that. But don't undermine the black dollar, Bob, like you've been doing. Bob, don't do that. You got to do more than tell us that Vasyl Lomachenko you haven't seen anything like that since Ali and Ray Leonard. Like we haven't seen Ali and Ray Leonard, some of us. Like we haven't seen Pernell Whitaker. And then the man gets in there in his second pro fight and loses. What happened? Ali didn't lose the second pro fight. Neither did Leonard. Stop doing that shit, man. Stop undermining our money. You're in Atlanta. You saw what's there. You want to throw an all-Mexican card? Do it. Do the same thing for Shakur, though. Dig up somebody from 126. He was just chatting shit with Chris Colbert. They both from the tri-state area. I see dollar signs. That fight need to happen right here at MSG.
Oh, you know that, man.
Make it happen. They trash talking. Make it happen. MSG, Barclays, do something. There's money there. But when these guys, they got stuck in the 90s somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And how that's funny because Chris Colbert, he's talking to Shakur.
But you know he was getting ready to fight Gary.
He was what?
He was getting ready to fight Gary.
And what happened?
Shit, they mandated him to fight. They mandated him to fight the other guy, the guy he's getting ready to fight next. But him and Gary was working on a deal, and I would love to have seen that fight. Gary,
Wait. Colbert?
Gary and Colbert was supposed to fight. Yeah,
Batman?
Yeah, they were supposed to fight.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they was working on a deal.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm pissed about that.
Sheesh. Well, Colbert, he talking reckless to Shakur. He wasn't talking reckless to Valdez. I'm sorry, because my people, these people, they don't support.
Right.
You see, he'll say that and Bob will listen to that. It's not true. It wasn't only white people and Mexican people buying Floyd Mayweather pay-per-views, man. We didn't
Right.
prove that to be wrong already. We didn't do that already. All right, fine. Supreme Beast Boxer talking a building. Salute,
Yes,
fam.
indeed. My guy.
And Roos, what up, man? Yo, Shakur versus Valdez, that's the fight, man. Oh, man, that would have been a hell of a fight,
Yeah,
man.
that wrestler Colbert would have caught my attention.
Yeah, man. If he went in there and did something special,
he would have beat
and
the
that's
shit out
you
of
gotta forgive me. I'm a little mad with Chris.
Oh,
I'm a lot mad with him.
You know, I don't fuck with him like that either.
Yeah,
But you know, he a hell of a fighter. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but
Gary blasted that ass though.
Yeah, Bruce say great interview with Vinny. He roasted the shit out of Fury. Yeah, he did. Also, wasn't it kind of weird that Vinny admitted he took testosterone? Yeah, I mean, look, man. Vinny's one of those dudes. He been around the block. I would salute. He been around the block. It's like whatever, man. I'm just gonna, tell the truth, man. Vinny's one of those
he got no time to lie. He ain't got no time to lie. He just gonna keep it 1,000 with you. That's
it.
it.
Yep. He's like, yo, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? He know about that testosterone, man. He know about it, man.
Oh yeah.
Listen, man. You talk to a lot of these fighters that's been around. You hear some things. You hear some things, man. Like I speak to Freddie Pendleton a lot, and he told me some stuff, and I believe every word of it. Because one thing that when I talk to old trainers or other fighters, and I mentioned Freddie, you heard what Vinny said about Freddie.
What did he say?
You can't deny Freddie could fight.
Oh
yeah,
Freddie
was the guy, man. Freddie could fight, man. Freddie taught a lot of these fighters in the game some shit.
Yeah.
Don't get it fooled because they made some poor life decisions involving their money and shit. But Freddie's for real, man. Freddie's for real. But he told me a lot of shit about the drugs and shit, how he got poisoned in Trinidad fight. I believe every word of it, man.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't think that shit can happen though. That's crazy.
Man, cheating has been going on in boxing like forever, man.
Yeah, I mean mob days, everybody know that. But then again, even if you told them so, they still won't believe it.
Yeah. These guys getting in the ring high on coke and all kinds of weird shit, man.
Right.
It's ridiculous, man. This sport, sometimes I wonder why I love it, because it don't love us sometimes. I'm Jesus Christ. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, man. Let's get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Been on here for a minute. I'm over here. I'm really tired. I was running sprints, and then I had some. I've been busy, man. I've been having so many clients hit me up and stuff. So I've been
busy
tired.
Busy means you're making money.
Yeah, man. Most definitely. Business is definitely booming, man. And I got the hottest thing on. I got the hardest thing on the market right now, man. So everybody hit me up. I mean, the whole Atlanta. Everybody, bro.
Wow, that's if it makes dollars, it makes sense, man.
Yeah, I've been booming, man.
I'm gonna be in the ATL soon.
Oh yeah,
down there soon. I'm gonna take a weekend and head down there sooner than you think too, because I ain't gonna say what I'm gonna do out loud, but I need some time to myself. I'm gonna say that.
So everybody there,
myself.
For sure.
I'm gonna head all down there. Yeah, man. Yeah, do that.
Yeah, man. Russo say, good show, guys. Shout out to Mustafa Jim. Looks amazing. Most definitely, man. Most definitely. I appreciate you, man. But yeah, for sure, man. You need any last words, bro?
No, I'm cooling. I'll be here tomorrow morning. I'm gonna cook this nigga AJ, man. This guy, I think this kid lost his mind, man. I couldn't believe what I heard, man. Yeah, I had to pull the car over. I said, what the fuck? What? Man, I gotta address it. I'm not even gonna clown with this kid, man. He really made a mistake. Yeah. I think someone told him to say that. trying to identify with us over here, and that's not the way to do it, man.
Yeah, that was definitely the wrong way.
What he said identifies with a bunch of ignorant kids, and what's sad is there's a bunch of kids over on his side of the pond that went to Google and Googled all of those names, and now they think that that shit is cool. Well, those guys that he's mentioned, they don't want to be cool. They want their freedom if they're alive. They just want their freedom. That's all.
Right, for sure.
It's crazy, man. Fucking AJ. Goddamn.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. But I'm gonna head up out of here, man. You know, like I said before, it's Wednesday. It's a hump day. You know what I'm saying? We're making our way on to Thursday, man. But peace and blessings to everybody. Much love to the super chat. Much love to the chat. Much love to the family. You already know what it is. You're walking with Drew and Tay. And hello, world.